Good morning, Tri-State area. Let's check on the Tri-State conditions for this morning. The almanac shows the normal highs and lows for this 29th day of November, 48 and 36 respectively. The record books shows a record low of 14 set back in 1875. And a record high of 69 in 1990. We've seen no precipitation over the last 24 hours, and the skies are still cloudy at Central Park this hour. The pressures are rising, though, from 30.03 inches. West winds at 8 miles an hour, 70% relative humidity, and the current temperature is 39 degrees. The same for Islip, Long Island, and Bridgeport, Connecticut. New Haven, Connecticut, checking in with 38, 32 only in west Southampton, so kind of chilly out on east of Long Island this morning. 42 at the John F. Kennedy Airport and Newark, New Jersey. Morristown checking in with 32 degrees, 34 at Teterboro, 36 at White Plains, and literally freezing at Newburgh, 32 degrees. We do have high-level extensive cloudiness off the northeast coast and some low clouds still lingering over New York and Pennsylvania this morning. Some of the snow, light snow, though, we're finding over central and western New York and Pennsylvania. Even reports of some freezing drizzle over northeast Ohio. So if you're planning a trip here this morning, then you definitely need to be wary of that. We have some light snow in the mountains of West Virginia, too. Here's tomorrow morning, and high pressure will influence most of the weather. We will find a little trough of low pressure moving through the Great Lakes and eventually moving through the northeastern quadrant of the country with light snow over northern New England. With afternoon highs today not deviating much from the norm, maybe a degree or two. We're forecasting 49 at Manhattan, 37 at Edison, we think, and 47 on Wednesday. Clouds will probably be on the increase, a little bit more so on Thursday, but we don't think we'll find any rain out of these clouds. That's the way it stands right now, with an afternoon high of 44. Well, that's a look at the tri-state weather conditions, the current scene, as well as the forecast. Stay with us because Rick Griffin will give you all the details on the rest of the country in about 4 seconds.
You're watching the Weather Channel. Weather you can always turn to for accurate.
Much for joining us on the Weather Channel. It's 30 minutes after the hour. You're just in time for current weather across the lower 48. And the satellite picture tells all as we have tranquil weather for most of the country. Look at Texas into Louisiana. Clear skies this morning. Clear skies over Georgia to the southern Atlantic in the 50s, and you should find a little bit more sunshine, even though we have still some cloudy conditions this morning. Skies are clearing, though, again in Texas, Louisiana, and back to the east of the high pressure system over Georgia into Florida. See, you can see those little low clouds just still lagging and hanging in over central Mississippi. A little farther north, and we have clear skies for most of the show-me state of Missouri, around St. Louis into Joplin, even around Chicago and Peoria, Illinois, into Indianapolis. But we pick up more clouds back into the western high plains, and beneath these clouds we have a little bit of light snow in western Nebraska near Scottsbluff, into Bismarck and Minot, North Dakota. Rapid City, South Dakota, reporting some light snow. Light snow around Goodland, Kansas, too. We don't think that this snow will accumulate to all that much. Maybe 1 inch or so in the western parts of Kansas and Nebraska, but that will still make for treacherous driving conditions, so please be very careful. Checking in with 34. Boston 41, New York City 41, the same for Raleigh and Durham, North Carolina, and out on the west coast, LA, it's 52 degrees, 50 in San Diego. You factor in the winds, though, and it really changes the answer. 7 degrees below zero is what it feels to the exposed skin around Bismarck, North Dakota. 2 degrees below zero in Casper, Wyoming, so very chilly and windy with those north winds over the northern plain states. Here's the current